Hi, I'm Paul Wilson from Phase Change Energy Solutions Australia. We're based in Mitcham and we've been developing new technologies along with the Americans in North Carolina, and it's called phase change material. Now, phase change material is a very clever product. It's very clever technology. It comes in a mat just like this, and it actually helps control the temperature of a building. So it's very thin, it's only so thick. What it is a self-recharging product that absorbs the heat of the day and delivers it back at night, keeping you cool in the day, keeping you warm at night. The very clever thing about phase change material is it's just borrowing heat, giving it back to you when you need it. It saves a huge amount of money on heating and cooling costs and allows you to put a much smaller air conditioning system in if you were going to put one in. And in some cases you can eliminate air conditioning altogether. So you get a more comfortable house, huge savings on the running cost, much more comfortable office, huge savings on the running costs. So phase change material is not a new idea, it's been around forever. In fact, water is a phase change material. Water turns from ice into water and then into steam. That's phase changing. So when we take a piece of ice out of the freezer and we put it on the desk, it quickly goes from -10 up to 0 degrees, and then it really slowly takes a long time to get back to 1 degrees again because it has to melt. There's a huge amount of energy used in that melt process. So phase change material is ice shifted up to room temperature. So by taking this simple material here, it's just highly processed vegetable fat, non-flammable and non-edible. This material here melts into a gel, and when it melts, it's just like ice melting into water. It takes a huge amount of energy out of the room. There's a few different technologies here. We have different thicknesses, such as this one here. It's a bit thicker, larger chunks. They're all joined together. People ask, well, why do I want to store energy in my house? Well, thermal mass is one of the most important but overlooked factors in building design. It's only now becoming a really important part of building design to try and get high energy ratings. The dilemma with building with thermal mass normally is weight. For example, people might want to build a house with high thermal mass to have a very stable temperature, and normally you have to use brick or concrete. Well, brick and concrete is very heavy and it's getting more expensive because carbon tax is being loaded into it and there's a lot of transport costs, and then the labour is quite high. So by simply using this thermal mass here, we can actually get the benefits of thermal mass without weight. So we can do a complete lightweight construction. You might be asking, well, how does it work? Well, let me show you over here on the whiteboard how it works. So what actually is this product? Well, it's a way that you can completely control the temperature of a building without heating and cooling. That's a very simple way to put it. However, in some climates you might need to cool and heat as well. For example, let's take somewhere like Brisbane, where it's very hot during the day and not quite as hot at night. You might have solar panels on your roof. Let's take a day in Brisbane, for example. It might be 23 overnight and 33 in the day. And you might have solar panels on your roof producing all this great electricity, but you get home at 3 o'clock from work and you want your house to be cool from 3 p.m. to when you go to bed. Let's say 10 p.m. Well, that means your solar panels produced electricity along here, and you had to pay for electricity here. Well, that's not very fair, is it? So what we do in Brisbane is we put the air conditioning on here. We turn it on here. And we use the solar power to produce the cooling, pre-freeze the house, then we can turn the air conditioner off here at 3 o'clock and the house is pre-frozen at 20 degrees Celsius. Right into the night the house stays cool. Very simple way to use phase change material in somewhere like Brisbane. So for more information or to find out how to apply phase change material to your renovation, to your new construction, or just to improve your house, come and visit us at www.phasechange.com.au. You can fill out an inquiry form there and read about it and learn about it, and we really think that you'll be happy with phase change material in your home.